Hello, in this class today, we are going to be handling calculation that associates with uniform accelerated motions. Our first question here is talking about how far will a body move in 4 seconds uniformly if uniform accelerated from rest at a rate of 2 meters per second. That is what we are looking at. So in this first question we are going to be dealing with, if you look at it, it says that that is from rest, talking about from rest, and we have the seconds and we have the acceleration. And now we're looking at how far. If we're looking at how far, that means we are talking about the distance. So in order to find this distance, we are going to be using equation of motion. The equation of motion we are going to be using here will be the one that present us with what? Distance. So this is D, meaning distance, U, T, plus half AT squared. So this is what we are going to be using to solve this problem, because we are looking for what? The distance, where we are given the second and acceleration, and the motion started from rest. So since it started from rest, it simply means that the initial velocity is what? The initial velocity is what? 0, and then the acceleration that we have there is what? 2 meter per second square, 2 meter per second square, and we also have the time which is 4 seconds. Now we can also substitute. If we are to substitute all these values, then we will have, since initial velocity is 0, times time, which is 4 seconds, plus half times acceleration, which is 2 meter per second, times time squared. So what we do next, we're going to look at the values. 4 times 0 will give us 0, plus here we have half times 2 times 4 times 4. 2 will cancel 2. Then we'll have only what? 4 times 4. 4 times 4 will give us 16. That is 16 meter is the distance traveled. If the body moving, it moves in what? 10 seconds, and 4 seconds, and then accelerate at what? At the rate of what? 2 meter per second. So the next one we're going to be looking at here, we'll be looking at the second question here. This second question says a body accelerated uniformly from rest at 2 meter per second square. Calculate its velocity after traveling 9 meters. Calculate its velocity after traveling 9 meters. After traveling 9 meters, what will be its velocity? In this case, we have acceleration. Our acceleration is what? 2 meters per second. And now the distance is given to us. Then we are going to be finding the final velocity. Now the final velocity, why is it final velocity? Because we are looking at the velocity when the body traveled after traveling for what? 9 meters. Now the best equation of motion for this, because we are looking for the final velocity, is the one that will give us information about what? Final velocity. The one that gave us good information on that is where we have A and D. That is what we have here. So this is D stands for the distance, A is for acceleration. Then the next one we have is U, which is acceleration, initial velocity, and then we have our final velocity. Now our final velocity is what we're looking for. Initial velocity here is what? 0. because the object, the ball is starting from what? Rest. So if it's 0, that means 0 squared will give us 0. And then we go over to this side, we have 2 times acceleration, which is 2. Acceleration is 2, and the distance is what? 9. So what we do here is that this already can go uh, out of play. Then this squared, 2 times 2, 2 times 2 will give us 4. 4 times 9 will give us, I think it should be 36. Let me just verify. So it should be 36, but let me just be sure what I'm doing. 2 times 2 times 9 give us 36. So now to get the value of this V, then what we do here is square both sides. Okay, square root of the both sides. If you get the square root, we have V, and then square root of 36. Square root of 36, what do we have? Square 36 will give us 6. So what we have here will be what? 6. That is the velocity meter per second. Meter per second. That is what we have. Thank you so much for being part of the class. And we want you to, if you are coming join us for the first time, we encourage you to subscribe. And now, subscribe and share. If you have any question in regards to this, please make sure you leave a question, your question in the comment section so that we can always attend to you. Thank you so much once again.